A very warm welcome to everyone. This is Vallery Dubey from FIBAMMC of Bansanga's SM Shetty College of Science, Commerce and Management Studies. On behalf of the Department of Mass Media and Communication Skills, I hereby present 10th episode of Samachar Fortnightly. Now presenting news from 16th February to 27th February 2022. We celebrate 17th February as World Human Spirit Day. Taj Mahotsav or Taj Festival is celebrated on 18th February. 20th February is celebrated as World Day of Social Justice. 21st February is celebrated as International Mother Language Day. 24th February is observed as Central Excise Day and World NGO Day is celebrated on 27th February. Developing countries face growing risk from financial fragility created by COVID-19 crisis and non-transparent debt, urging policymakers to focus on creating healthier financial sectors. The tension between Russia and Ukraine has been building up ever since the latter proposed move to join NATO. Allies have warned Putin that if Russia goes ahead and invades Ukraine, then it will be calling a very serious consequences. In the present circumstances happening between Russia and Ukraine, three players have been actively involved: Russia, Ukraine, and the West. But here, China is the one who is looking more closely at whether Moscow takes a step further and invades Ukraine so that Beijing can stare at Taiwan. 94th birth anniversary of Miyamoto Takehashi's was celebrated by Google, who developed the first vaccine for chickenpox. Takehashi's vaccine have been administered to millions of children around the world and have proven to be an effective measure to prevent severe cases. If there is no more major COVID outbreaks after Omicron, the pandemic may see an end in 2022. The World Health Organization representatives in Russia has said. However, it does not mean that the virus will completely vanish. The Daily Mail reported that tank, trucks, and artilleries have been spotted just 2.5 miles from Ukraine territory in a region in Russia, as new satellite images reveal. Pakistan Prime Minister Imran Khan happened to visit Russia between February 23rd to 24th. The official Russian media has reported this will be the first visit by a Pakistan Prime Minister to Moscow in 23 years. Canada has become the first country to authorize use of plant-based COVID-19 vaccine. The decision was based on study of 24,000 adults that found the vaccine was 71% effective at preventing COVID-19. About 16,000 Indians demanding the safe return of their kin, the family members of Indians stranded in Ukraine staged a protest near the Russian embassy. Hundreds of Indian students have been safely evacuated from war zone by the Indian embassy. Madhya Pradesh Medical Education Minister Vishwas Sarang informed that the Bachelors of Medicine and Bachelors of Surgery (MBBS) will now be taught in Hindi language in the state, that is, in the India's mother tongue. This is the first time in Karnataka's history and make it is the first state in the country to employ transgender people in the education sector. The Karnataka government has decided to serve 1% job for the transgender community in the state teaching sector during the upcoming recruitment. The Supreme Court on Wednesday, 23rd, refused to entertain appeal seeking cancellation of offline board exams for classes 10th and 12th, including CBSE, ICSE, State Board, and the National Institute of Opening Schooling (NIOS). A blast in heterodrugs plant in Andhra Pradesh's Vishakhapatnam district took place where 5 workers were injured. The condition of 2 of the injured is stated to be critical and they were admitted to a hospital in Vishakhapatnam. Accusing the Samajwadi Party, Union Home Minister Amit Shah addressed an election meeting here. Shah, if people vote for the SP again, electricity will not come to Uttar Pradesh. Bihar Chief Minister Nitish Kumar has said his government will bear the travel expenses of people from the state who are expected to land on Indian soil on upon rescue from war zone Ukraine. The ruling Biju Janata Dal was dealing in 249 Zilla Parishad Zone (ZPZ) seat, while BJP candidates are ahead in 30 and Congress in 13 as per early trends of Odisha Panchayat poll. People have been facing concerns while using the map during the low internet scenarios or at situation where there is no internet at all. Though it might seem challenging at times, But now people can use Google Map even without the internet that is offline to get help in navigation. The pandemic has exposed India's healthcare infrastructure. India has now launched new smart inpatient room automation system for contactless healthcare service in COVID era. India's homegrown Tejas fighter jet will now participate in multi-nation air exercise named Ex-Cobra Warrior 22 at Washington in UK with other UK fighter jets from March 6 to 27th. Russia's space agency chief has warned the US that slow of sanctions imposed on Moscow can destroy our cooperation on the International Space Station ISS. The so-called nanorobot developed by research of Moscow's National Autonomous University UNAM will work together like a swarm of bees now. India pocketed one more series after Shreyash Iyer smashed an unbeaten 74 of 44 balls, which is his highest score in T20 internationals. Manchester United and Watford players stood together with a sign saying peace in six languages ahead on Saturday's Premier League match in response to Russia's invasion of Ukraine. Delhi becomes season 8 champion in the Vivo Pro Kabaddi League season 8 trophy by overcoming Pathan Pirates 37 to 36 in the final. Their star rider Naveen Kumar and all-rounder Vijay secured Super 10s at the overcome a tough challenge from three-time champion Pathan Pirates. Australia arrived for its final tour to Pakistan in 24 years with the visit due play three test matches, three one-day internationals and one of 2020 during their six-week tour. Arvind Kejriwal, Delhi government has spent 293 crore on advertisements through television channels, newspapers and radio during the COVID pandemic where COVID hit financial year 2022 to 2021. Come Back Alive, a Ukraine NGO that raises crypto funds for the Ukraine army, people started donating the Ukraine army in cryptocurrency to support them. And in the past 24 hours, more than 4 lakh worth of Bitcoin have been donated to just one group as Russia invades Ukraine. The center has proposed a law that empowers it to fix the maximum selling price of fertilizers and control its quality as well as distribution. Increasing farmers' income, reducing farmers' cost, and connecting farmers to the market is the main aim of the government, PM Narendra Modi emphasizes. Singer and composer Bappi has passed away at the age of 69. According to the doctor, he died due to obstructive sleep apnea (OSA). This is a very common sleeping disorder. Peruvian astrologers have unearthed 8 children and 12 adults apparently sacrificed around 1800 to 1200 years ago. The remains were outside an underground tomb where the team from Peru San Moscow University found in November an ancient mummy through to be a VIP bound with rope in a fatal position. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has taken note of R. Pragnanda's monumental victory over world champion Magnus Carlsen, saying the entire country is rejoicing in the success of young genius 16-year-old boy. Thank you so much for patiently hearing me out. Meet you in our next fortnight. Till then, stay safe and keep yourself updated.